What we do need is companies that compete, and in the process of competing, they're investing, they are creating good quality jobs. To create another cartel in Europe is the last thing we need. Cartels are a menace. Cartels cannot handle crisis. To allow existing corporations to consolidate further is to reduce our ambition. We will be able to compete if we have a culture of investment in new technologies. We're falling behind automation. We are falling behind all those things. Why? Because of investment, not because we don't have a sufficiently high concentration ratio in our industry.
The biggest triumph of Europe is competition policy. I think the moment you allow states to do quid pro quo, where I let you, this national champion, in exchange, you let me have this national champion, the whole European project is going to disappear. I don't think we can run Europe without that strong cop, without that ordoliberal principle that we have the police in the middle, which is competition, authority, very technical, very well run, that actually we all trust. I'm very proud of what Margrethe Vestager has been doing. I think she's a fantastic competition commissioner. However, we need to think very carefully about this digital issue.
In my feeling, Commissioner Vestager did a very good job. She annoyed a lot of people by doing that. She really was trying to create a level playing field for businesses, not to create any national or European champions. She was trying to fight monopolies. If some partly owned or partly state-owned or fully state-owned Chinese companies want to enter European market, they have to behave according our rules and not according their rules. And we have to tell them, look, if you are subsidized from your state, if you just do not play according our rules, you simply cannot enter.
First, very important is that I would criticize one part very big in the German-French proposals, and that's the idea that the national member states can overrule the Commission. I mean, we decided for an internal market for European competition rules, and if then one decision we don't like and immediately we start pushing for overruling that, that's the end of the internal market. That's the end of our competition rules. They are pretty technocratic, the current competition policies. And I do think that also in our competition policies, we have to take more into consideration also the global context.
Do we need another industrial policy? Yes, I think we do. But I think it's absolutely wrong to use the Siemens-Alstom case as an example of the need for another industrial policy, creating an effective monopoly on the European market would have led to most European travelers on trains paying more for their train ticket. And I don't think this was justified. So I think this was an absolutely correct application of the rules. The Commission was extremely thorough in looking at it in all sorts of different ways because there was this enormous pressure. My historic example is always Airbus. Had we not created Airbus at the time, we would all be at the mercy of Boeing now.
We have to understand that competition is already on a global scale, on a global level. And that's why we also have to think about where are our key industries, and we have to give them the opportunity to establish, real global champions. I want to have more Airbus companies in the European Union who are on a global level so competitive and so strong. And I don't know whether such establishment of such a big company like Airbus would be possible under today's legislation. I don't know. And what I'm simply asking for is, let's give the Europeans a chance to defend our industries if needed, if we see there an unfair investment behavior behind.